Kate Middleton and Prince William suffered some brief breakups when they were dating, but the Duchess proved to have one secret weapon, according to a royal biographer. Kate Middleton and Prince William are now the proud parents of Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge first met in 2001, and married 10 years later in their spectacular 2011 royal wedding. However, during their courtship, Kate had one secret weapon up her sleeve, according to a royal author. Biographer Andrew Morton, in his 2011 book William and Catherine, delves into the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's romance. Mr. Morton writes, "It was her family and her home, where William quietly spent time on weekend army leave, that were ultimately to prove her secret weapon." When William initiated a short breakup in 2007, Mr. Morton writes, "It was these qualities in part that made the prince see the error of his ways." The author continues, "At heart, William was the kind of old-fashioned man who was attracted to home, hearth and family. The very normality of life with Kate, as well as the steadiness of her family, he eventually began calling Michael Middleton Dad, had a profound appeal for a young man who, when all was said and done, was the product of an unhappy marriage within an often distant, and occasionally chilly, family." Meanwhile, royal author Marcia Moody calls Kate herself the royal family's stealth missile. In her 2013 book, Kate, a biography, Miss Moody writes, "For over 10 years she has been the person closest to the man who will one day be king, but she only slowly slipped into the public's consciousness, like the royal family's stealth missile." Kate was able to enter the prince's life unnoticed at first, while they worked out how they felt about each other, a luxury unheard of for previous generations of royals. Miss Moody explains, "She was by William's side for 8 years before they got engaged and, although their brief breakup made the headlines, for the most part she was a low-key public presence. It was only when their engagement was announced that the spotlight was shown square on her and she became one of the most famous women in the world. By this time she had become a valuable asset to the royal family." Today, the Duchess of Cambridge is set to make an appearance on beloved children's TV program Blue Peter, as she talks about her back-to-nature garden and launches a new competition.